Hey guys, so just want to give you another quick update on the Bitcoin price. Everything is playing out exactly as we predicted. Okay, so let's go back. So last night, let's just go back to the video I had last night, right? Um, this is what we talked about right here. If we do retest it, hopefully we bounce back up, and retested support, and hopefully we bounce back up. What was once resistant becomes support. And my target, okay, if we retest it or not or whatever, my target here, right now is $48,000 right here. That's my target of our next resistance. Now, if we break above that and close above that on the daily, then that's definitely really, really bullish news. Then I'm definitely gonna go for the 52,000. But right now, I believe we are gonna get some type of resistance on the $48,000 level. But all right, so there you have it. Resistance on the $48,000 level. All right, so overnight we actually went all the way up to the $48,000 level, 47.5, 47.7. But throughout the day, we eventually reached 48,000 and actually tried to go above it. We were slightly above 48K, but we didn't quite hold it, and we still closed on the daily candle. We still closed below it. Right now we are in a slight correction. I'll show you the charts and let's see what we have. All right, so here's the live charts. Okay, so what we have here is the 4-hour candle. If we zoom in a little bit more so we can see much better of what's going on, let's make that bigger. As you can see, we're throttling on my blue line. It's pretty much my pocket here. My blue line of blue line to the yellow line, that's pretty much where we're trapped at. That's a major resistance and support right now. I've had that blue line for about a week or so. I just never really talked about it because that yellow line is really what I'm looking at, the 48,200, but really it's 48K, right? We just want to get above 48,000. And as you can see, the $48,000 on my dotted line right there, that's we went above it for a little bit, and then right now we're just still trying to get above it, right? It's a major resistance right now. Okay, if we zoom in even more on the 5-minute chart, right, as you can see, we're starting to reverse and going on a downtrend. So I doubt we're gonna break it right this minute. I mean, according to, if we zoom out even more, we are definitely hitting major resistance. And remember the squeeze that I was talking about, that if we were to break out on the squeeze, we're on the upper end of the Bollinger Band right here. We were talking about that, right? We're on the upper end of the Bollinger, and if this squeeze breaks out and creates a bubble, the candles are gonna go with the upper Bollinger, since we're on the upper part of this Bollinger instead of here when we were at the bottom part. That was when I was kind of nervous, because why? If this bubble decided, hey, if this squeeze decided, hey, let's separate now, and it went separate, that candle would have went with the lower part of the Bollinger. But since we broke up, we broke out of that white resistance, which is now support. We were on the upper end of the Bollinger. When the Bollinger made a bubble, we broke up with the upper Bollinger Band, and that's where we're at now. It is a bubble, right? That's where the term bubble comes from. Now this bubble will now try to start enclosing again, creating another squeeze. So this resistant line is very strong, and I do believe we may get a slight correction, maybe back down to 46K. Let's zoom out even more so we can see exactly where that resistant is. All right. Actually, that resistant may be, if you want to look, always look to the left, and you can see here there's a huge resistance right here. I mean, it's not support. There's a huge support right there. All right, you look left. So that support is right around 45,000. So there's a good chance we may correct to back down. I mean, it may not be all of a sudden, it could be gradual. Maybe we form a bull flag, right? If we form a bull flag, that's gonna, or a falling wedge, we're gonna just keep going down slowly all the way to the $45,000 level, right? Or we may not even reach that. Let's see. Let's zoom out even more and see if there's another major support line that we can go to. Let's see. I said 46 earlier, right? 46 may be our support right there. Okay, where do I see that? It's touch points. Touch points on here, there, there, here, all the way back here. Those are all touch points. There's a lot of a lot of trading going on around the 46K level, and also this MA, this orange MA right there, the middle MA of the Bollinger Band, that is right around 46,600. If we do correct, we may go a little bit below that, which tends to happen. It goes a little bit below that and goes back up, and a little bit below that is right at 46,000. So yes, there is a support on the 45, but I'm gonna say we may not even reach 45K, right? If we correct, I don't think we're gonna reach 45K. I'm gonna say we go down to $46,000 before we correct back up, right? So that's my two satoshis right there. 46K. Let's see, right here. Boy, 45 is looking pretty good though, but I'm gonna stick with my 46K still right now. All right, right there. That's what we're looking at for around 46,000, and then I mean, really good chance that we break that this month. Maybe within a week we'll break 48K. Right, that's what it's looking like. If we go to the daily chart, let's go back to the daily. It's looking really good. So what to look for when we do break the 48,000, when we do break that, right? We have to close above it, kind of like what we talked about here on our falling wedge resistance here. We break above it on the daily, close above it on the daily. Once we do that, that resistance becomes support, and now we're way up on the upper part of this Bollinger. This is the daily. Remember, if we go back to the 4-hour, the 4-hour already started playing out. That bubble right there. You see that bubble that I was talking about when it goes out? Yeah. So, but on the daily, it hasn't done it yet. So on the daily, it may drag on maybe a little bit more, maybe a week more, right? Because we might consolidate here in the middle before we break this 48,000 level. And then when this Bollinger decides, hey, let's start to separate and make a bubble, if we're on the upper end of this Bollinger, we are going up. And guess what, guys? My next target, let's go to the weekly. My next target would be, of course, the 58K. Right? 58K, maybe even 60, but next target would be at around $58,000 level for that one. This is the week chart, so we're going way out. Now, that's my analysis. That's what to look for right now. Now for some good news. It's amazing news actually. We're talking about ETFs here. For those that don't know what ETF is, it stands for, let's see, hold on. Let me go here. Let me bring out my article here. Where is my article? All right. For those that don't know what ETF is, it stands for Exchange Trading Funds. All right. That is pretty much when you take a commodity, or an asset like gold and oil, and you're able to trade it in the stock exchange, right? Instead of having to buy physical gold, you can actually buy it in a stock exchange, right? So Canada already has Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF. Australia already has Bitcoin ETF as well. But what everyone is waiting for is US. USA to have Bitcoin ETFs, right? Because why? There's a lot more people in the US that are invested and are wanting to invest, especially institutional investors wanting to invest in Bitcoin, you know, and Bitcoin ETFs will make it very simple for them to just get in and buy it in a stock exchange, right? We're talking about institutional investors, just millions and billions of money pouring in, right, into Bitcoin if a Bitcoin ETF launches. That's how big this is. And guess what? The SEC extends 4 Bitcoin ETF deadlines by 45 days, meaning they're really looking into approving this ETF. So they extended the deadline so that they can just talk about it even more. All right, the decision timeline of for Bitcoin ETF, including Global X Bitcoin Trust, has been extended by the SEC on Friday. All right, let's look here. The United States Security and Exchange Commission has extended the deadline of for Bitcoin ETF on Friday for 45 days, citing the requirement for additional time to decide whether to accept the 19B4 application. Okay, so pretty much I've been waiting for Bitcoin ETF to launch. Um, let's see. Let me just go back. All right, so I've been waiting for Bitcoin ETFs to launch since last year, right? It's gonna happen. We know it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of when. This is the major question. When is it gonna happen? So and now the SEC are talking about it, and they've extended the deadline because they don't want to just it's over. You are not gonna approve it. No, they've extended it. So my opinion, my honest opinion, very high probability that they will accept the Bitcoin ETFs in the US. Okay? And there was already a news it was a YouTube video that I saw saying that the US government saying that they're not planning to ban Bitcoin. They're not going to shut it down. They're not going to try to stop it, because they're all for it. So it's just a matter of time. And now for the deadline's 45 days. That means within 45 days or on day 45 we will have a Bitcoin ETF, and that, my friend, that is the catalyst that will bring Bitcoin to over $100,000 per coin. That's what we've been waiting for. So that's it for today. That's it for now. And if anything crazy happens in the market, another spike or maybe a fake out and then we dump again, I'll update y'all. But for now, guys, peace out.